Hey, good morning. All right, guys, welcome back. Chef's Quarantine Kitchen here, coming live. Okay, today we are going to do a little revisiting of one of the 5 mother sauces of cuisine. Okay, so today we are going to make tomato sauce. All right, it was probably the simplest one of the mother sauces. In my opinion, I think they're all very simple. They're designed to be simple. But as you recall, the 5 mother sauces of cuisine were tomato, hollandaise, bechamel, velouté, and espagnole. Okay? Tomato, obviously being tomato, hollandaise sauce, lemon juice, egg yolks, butter. Okay? Bechamel, milk base thickened with roux, flour, and butter. Espagnole made with brown stock, veal, beef. All right? Thickened with a roux, fortified with vegetables, wines, aromatics, and so on. And then velouté, typically made with poultry and or fish or shellfish, and thickened very similarly to espagnole and fortified in a similar way. So we're doing tomato sauce today. We're already got our pan warming up over here. This is a all-clad stainless steel pot. It's really, really nice. It's a very good conductor of heat. Okay, it's heavy duty. Okay. So we're going to start by sweating some of our onions down. Okay. I'm going to turn my exhaust fan on so the alarm doesn't go off like it has been doing. It's been crazy. Okay, I changed the camera angle up over here so we're a little closer to the stove. So we have our mise en place. I'm actually going to zero in down on that. Whoop. Here we go. All right, so 28-ounce cans of chopped tomatoes. All right, any brand's fine. Hunt's on sale. If you really want to step up your game, all right, go for the San Marzano tomatoes from Italy. Primo. They're about $2 more a can, but they are really, really good. But we're on a budget right now, all right? Everyone's trying to be tight with their coin, so we're going with the Hunts over here. They never kind of let us down. We have some diced onions, with garlic, basil, and chicken stock, all right? I just went with the box stuff since, again, we're on quarantine here, and I don't have a ton of space, so I'm not making chicken stock and straining. This is a fairly good product. All right, and olive oil. Aside from salt and pepper, that's the only thing that's going to go in here. All right, so we're going to start with a little bit of olive oil in our pan. All right. We're going to sweat our onions down. Oh, we got the sizzle. Beat it. Get the garlic right in there too, all right? Now, if you recall, this whole sauce, all right, is going to be pureed. All right, and yes, I shaved my head. Why? Because I went big for Wacky Hair Wednesday, all right? No messing around. All right, so our onions and garlic are starting to soften up here a little bit, okay? You can see? All right, we don't want to get any brown on here. We just want to sweat them. And as we recall, sweating is just translucent and slightly soft. Okay? So at this point, I'm actually going to add our chicken stock. I'm fine using chicken stock. If you want to keep it completely vegetarian, you can use vegetable broth, or you can even use water, tomato juice. Okay? So this is a quart. We're going to add about a cup of chicken stock, okay? And we're going to let that reduce and concentrate down. I'm going to pop this in the fridge for later use. Okay? So we're going to allow this to simmer down, okay? And reduce down. We want that quantity to come down by half, concentrate those flavors, okay? And then we'll be back once that's reduced down, and we're going to go ahead to the next step. All right, we're back, okay? As you can see, that chicken stock is almost completely evaporated, all right? Smelling good here. So we're going to hit that with a little bit of salt and pepper, okay? Again, we have our kosher salt. Always kosher sea salt, none of that iodized crap. Okay, that's so full of chemicals. Always look on your salt, folks. The only ingredient in the salt should be salt. All right, not all that other weird stuff they put in there. Anti-caking agents and all kinds of nonsense. Chemical mumbo jumbo. All right, keep it clean. Keep it clean. All right, stock is fully evaporated. We're going to add our tomato product. Our chopped tomatoes, okay? Get that nice stir. Make sure everything's in there incorporated evenly. Pop our basil in here. It's all going to get pureed up, so it's okay that the chunks are kind of big. Okay. We're going to hit a little bit of the domino sugar here. All right, tomatoes are super acidic. All right, we've learned that. So you need to kind of neutralize that with a little bit of sweetness. All right, and with this, since we don't want to have any, I don't want to say kind of interrupting flavor like you would from maple syrup or honey or molasses, just plain sugar is fine. It'll just give us the sweet that we're looking for. Now a stir. Now we're going to reduce our heat down. Okay, we're going to reduce it down to low. And we're just going to let this hang out for a while. All right, we're going to leave it alone. I don't know if you guys remember, way back when we had done soups, not only for events, but last year, and some of you in Introduction to Culinary Arts, okay? Simmering time for soups, 30 minutes, all right? Tomato sauce, 30 minutes, all right? Now, when you're making a basic, simple tomato sauce, there is nothing worse than overcooking it, all right? It'll just continue to get more and more acidic. Heat is literally a tomato's worst enemy. Worst enemy, okay? It's kind of a, I don't know if you want to call it an urban kitchen myth that tomato sauces need to cook all day, but tomato sauce in its pure form does not. Now, if you're making a really heavy ragu with big hunks of meat in it on the bone, or your simmering bones in your stock, in your sauce, then yes, it's going to require a longer simmering time. But other factors go into that we're actually going to learn in a later video to be continued. This is just simply phase one of a few dishes that we're making, all right? Now, we're going to let this hang out. It's going to simmer 30 minutes. We're going to buzz it up with the blender, and then we're going to be back, okay? All right, and we're back, okay? Our sauce is now simmered for an adequate amount of time. It's looking very, very good, okay? Definitely the flavors have all come together here, and everything is harmonized. And now we're going to buzz it up. We're going to use our soup blenders, okay? Oh. All right. We're going to puree this up nice and smooth. Now, if you don't have one of these at home, guys, you can use a food processor. Or if you don't have a blender at all and you're looking to make a fresh tomato sauce, instead of using the diced, just use the crushed, all right? That'll still be good, okay? Okay, we're going to get this nice, pureed up smooth. a spoon to taste. Grab 2. No double dipping. All right, no double dipping. That tastes good, but it needs a little help, okay? Now, if you guys remember, we're not looking for something that's super huge in flavor. We just want it to taste like a good, clean, fresh, delicious tomato sauce, okay? Because, again, the purpose of the tomato sauce in the sense of the mother sauce world is to have something to provide us with flexibility, okay? Then we can turn it into a marinara sauce or a pomodoro sauce, bolognese sauce, okay? I believe we made shrimp creole class out of it in the fall, which is more the Cajun style with the peppers and the onions and the shrimp. We serve that over rice, okay? We'll give this another shot now. Yep, that's clean spoon. I don't know. I'm contemplating perhaps just a touch more sugar and salt. So, just a little bit more. And never dump directly out of the salt container, because what if it all flies out? You can always add more. You can't take any out. Okay? Grab our sugar here again. We went with about a tablespoon last time, so we'll just do like a teaspoon. All right? And for those of you who may have forgotten, there's 3 teaspoons to 1 tablespoon. 3 teaspoons equals 1 tablespoon. Try not to make a mess out of myself. Okay, that's certainly pureed up enough. Unplug that. No need to waste energy when we don't need to. Guys, I'm going to tell you, I don't think I've ever done as many dishes at home as I've been doing the last couple of weeks. But that's all right. It helps time go by. Okay, so we can see our sauce here. It's got a nice, smooth consistency. Okay. Now, it's also not super heavy. It's actually quite light. All right. Tomato sauces that have been cooked down too long. All right. Again, we want to avoid super long cooking times. We don't want it to be like lead heavy. Okay. We want it to be light and vibrant, fresh tasting. Now, you may be inquiring, Chef, been using this term fresh, fresh, fresh. Use canned tomatoes. Well, I'm going to tell you a little secret about the canned vegetable industry, okay? Tomatoes are only canned when the tomatoes are picked and at their most ripe and at their best, like, being as a tomato. All right, it's not like they use the leftover or the ugly tomatoes per se for canned tomatoes. Okay, they're trying to capture that flavor of their peak ripeness and freshness in the can, so it's always consistent. All right, especially given this time of the year that we're end of winter, early spring, the tomatoes at the grocery store aren't all that hot. Even the vine ripened ones just aren't as good as they can be. So what you'll have happen by using those instead of a canned product is you're going to have your recipe's going to come out at varying degrees of quality, okay? And then you're going to find yourself adding more sugar or adding more salt or doing all of these measures to make up for the fact that that tomato is not consistent, batch to batch. When we're working with a product like this, we know it's always going to be the same, okay? And that's okay, all right? That's certainly okay. Now, we wouldn't open up a can of tomatoes, drain off the juice, and then dump them on a salad. That's bush league. We don't do things like that. But for cooking purposes, sauce, completely acceptable, okay? Completely acceptable. All right? So now we have here our beautiful base, all right, mother sauce of Cuisine, tomato sauce, All right. We're going to save this. We're going to let it cool down. All right. I'm going to package it up. It's going to go in the fridge. And then we are going to transform this into something else later this week. And I look forward to sharing that with you guys. I hope you're all having a great day. This video is going to be posted in the Google Classroom today, Wednesday. Okay, I think it was April 8th. April 8th, yep, losing track of what day it is. All right, yesterday was the 7th, so that would make today the 8th, okay? All right, I cut my hair off. It doesn't mean I should have cut my brain out, but anywho, okay, guys. For those of you who are able to join us on the live cast tomorrow, we are going to be doing some components that are going to factor into what this is going to turn into. So I look forward to seeing you all there, or as many of you who can get in there. And I hope you're all hanging in there. I hope you're all, smiling. Stay in touch with your friends. Stay in touch with your family, guys. I miss you all once again. And like I've been saying with every video, and how I'm going to end this, as always, is just keep cooking and keep cooking good. All right? Miss you all. Peace.